Good evening, everybody. Michael Sanchez, Violin Teacher here. Thanks so much for watching this video. So you won't actually see me throughout, but you will be able to see my screen and also hear me as I have a bunch of great things to show you guys today. So for those of you guys that have been participating in my webinars, I'd love to go through and just talk about those and the new landing page that I created for you guys to actually sign up for the webinar classes. And I'm going to actually walk you guys through some potential other options that I just created that you're also going to have available to you. So let's get started. So this is the landing page that I created for you. So as you can see, we have Violin Tutor Pro, join a Violin Tutor Pro webinar class. And very simply, if you just click on Browse Webinars, that's going to take you right down to a suite category page where you guys can actually choose your ability level and find some good classes. You guys can see the URL. This will actually bring you to the page, and it will change soon, but that at least is the place where we're going to have it for now. So you guys can find the classes that way. So we have about the instructor, so a little more information about me, and then Caitlin Lowe is actually my Hey guys, Michael Sanchez, Violin Teacher here. Thanks so much for watching this audio webinar. So basically throughout this webinar, I'm going to be showing you guys more information about the webinars in general and some new things that I put together for you. So this landing page, as you can see here, is a great way to find out which webinar classes are best suited for you. So as you Hey guys, Michael Sanchez, Violin Teacher here. So today I'm going to talk about my webinar classes and just some different things that I have on a new landing page, which makes it really easy to sign up for the specific class that you guys might be interested in. So this particular landing page is the place that you guys can go to sign up for the classes. I have a nice little form right there that you guys can actually choose whichever class fits your needs. So there's classes at different times of the day, and then classes are categorized by ability level. So for those of you guys that have been in some of my classes already, you know that each of these classes are very targeted, and I discuss just specific topics based on the ability level or class that we're offering. So I'm going to go over each of these classes here in a little bit, but just kind of wanted to start off by showing you the top section of this landing page, which makes it really easy to sign up. So about the instructors, for those of you guys that don't know, my vision of all this is to have various instructors all over the world be able to offer their services and offer classes where students can come in and learn from various types of instructors. Obviously, to get it started, somebody has to offer classes to start, and I'm definitely going to be the one doing that for the most part, And Caitlin Lowe, she's actually one of my best students that I've had over the years. She's going to be covering some classes as well, and she's a really great student. Oh, Hey guys, Michael Sanchez, Violin Teacher here. Thank you so much for watching my webinar. So today we're going to be covering basically some different things on the webinars themselves. Hey guys, Michael Sanchez, Violin Teacher here. So tonight I'd like to discuss some different things regarding the webinar classes. So those of you guys that are actually receiving this link to watch this webinar, you've actually been in one of the classes and hopefully have enjoyed some of my instruction and like to learn more about how to get involved. So basically, to make things as easy as possible, I wanted to create just a really nice landing page where you guys can see all the class webinars that I have available at various times. So this page right here I put together, and you can see about the instructors. So I'm offering quite a few classes to start, and I also have one of my students that's really advanced, that is actually a college major at Grand Valley State. She's going to be offering some webinars and some specific group classes as well. And I'll talk about the group classes later on in this particular webinar. So to start, we're going to be covering more about the specific webinars, and then later more about the weekly group classes. So right here we have the ability for you guys to sign up for the webinars, and just to give you guys an idea of what a webinar is, it's going to be more Hello, students. Hey, students. Michael Sanchez here, violin teacher. So some of you guys that I've already... Hey, students. Michael Sanchez here. Hope you're having a great evening. So I put together this webinar specifically for students that have actually been in one of the classes so far. And I wanted to talk just about my different offerings and the new landing page that I put together to make it really easy to sign up. Also, I wanted to discuss with you guys more about my new group lesson idea. And that's basically where I am offering you guys more of a weekly setup to actually pair up with other students out there that are at the same level and have the same goals as you do. So I'll be talking about that in this webinar. But to start, I'd like to just talk about how to sign up for the monthly webinars and just more about specifically what's included in each class. So as you can see right now, by the way, you won't be able to actually see me. You'll be able to see my screen throughout this webinar and obviously hear me talk. So this landing page I put together for you guys to make it really easy to sign up for the monthly webinar. So if you guys are receiving this video, you've already been to at least one webinar. So here we have just about the instructors. Basically, I have me and a student of mine that's really advanced, going to help out with the webinars and teach also group lessons. She's a junior at Grand Valley State University studying violin. So Caitlin Lowe is going to be assisting me in these classes. My vision for everything is just to have a platform where students can learn from all different teachers from all over the globe. So everything that I'm going to be explaining today is going to be just showing you guys how that's going to be hopefully possible. So basically, if we scroll down just a little bit, we have the actual sign up form. So once you guys submit this, I'll be able to know exactly what classes you're trying to get into. Pay attention to where this link is so you guys can find directly this page through that link, tips.violintutorpro.com/webinar options. So there's two different basically classes that I'm encouraging you guys to sign up for. One is, specifically by your ability level. That's, a monthly webinar. And that's going to be a great class for you guys to really make sure that I understand, what your goals are and, what level you're at. And you can feel more confident in my instruction. But to be honest with you, a lot of these webinars are going to have a lot of people popping in and out. I mean, there's going to be people that, have been in ones for, months, and there's going to be ones that pop in asking questions that you already heard answered the week before. So that's why, the group lessons that I'll be explaining in just a moment are going to be really effective for people that want more of the weekly setup. So that's a great, webinar, just being in that monthly class. It's going to let me know more about you and kind of let you see the ability level that you might associate yourself with the group lessons. So, and then here we have some specific classes that are more for those that want to learn, fiddle or viola, or teachers even that are interested in improving their skills. So that's the form that's at the top. Now here, this took me quite a while. I organize everything by ability level on this page, so you guys can actually learn more specifically about the webinars. So if you click on Getting Started, for example, right here, this is going to take you right down to Getting Started Webinars. This is going to tell you exactly, when the time and the date of the classes are. There's two different webinar offerings going on soon, April 27th and May 20th. And this tells you exactly about what's included in this class. So this class is going to be, about holding the violin, general posture, holding the bow. So if you feel like that's easy, definitely sign up for something a little bit more difficult. 0 to 3 months experience is going to be for students that, maybe are more interested in, creating that good musical sound. They're interested in avoiding, bad habits, avoiding the bow bounce. So it tells you right there exactly what topics would be included in this webinar. I keep going down. So now we have 3 to 12 months experience. That's going to be more on, learning some more key signatures, some rhythms, and then maybe delving into some specific sheet music. And again, these are monthly classes. 1 to 2 years experience, we're getting more into some 16th notes, some flats, some more advanced material. And we keep going down, just learning more and more advanced stuff. We're starting to get more into like shifting, more into vibrato. 3 to 4 year experience covers fifth position, dynamics. 4 to 6 years, we're starting to get more into like seventh position and 3 octave scales. So that might be for you, and so on. 3 to 10 or 6 to 10 years. And I actually have a guest instructor that's going to be coming on to teach some of these more higher level classes, so like 10 to 20 year experience. I'll be doing one of those, but also my partner Gregory Maytan will as well. In these classes we'll be covering like Kreutzer etudes and just more advanced material, concertos and stuff like that. So there's something for everybody. So you can actually scroll down the way that I am, or you can click choose a new category, and that will bring you right back up to the top. And then you can decide also on a class that's in this category. So for example, if maybe beginner fiddle interests you, you can click on that, and that will bring you right down to that particular area that explains more about that class and maybe what ability range is suggested, 3 to 24 months. So you can keep going back and forth here between, the switch categories to choosing a different category. But everything on this page is basically webinar monthly classes, and that's the ones that you guys have actually expressed interest in and maybe attended. So that's this landing page. So hopefully that makes sense. And anytime that you click on join session, that will bring you right back to that form, and that gives you the ability to actually tell me exactly what class you want to be in, and then you'll get a notification via email on the link to the class. So very cool. All right, so these are the webinars, and the biggest thing with these classes, again, is that they're not going to be as targeted and as progressive as something else that I've decided to put together for you guys. So just like a private lesson, every week is different based on the student, what they're interested in learning, how they progressed on the specific song, how they play for the teacher. All those things are not really possible when a webinar gets to be above 100 people. So a group lesson is basically going to be totally different than a webinar in that it's going to be less than 10 people. And, people that are in the webinars, you'd be pairing up with ones that are specifically at your level and have the same goals as you. So you would get to know other students, but also have just that really personal, interactive attention with your teacher that I think is really helpful in learning. So I'll bring you guys over to another landing page that's actually under construction right now, but this is specifically, kind of giving you guys some more information about actual group lessons. So again, this is under construction, but my thoughts are, there should be a bunch of different options for you guys to choose from, and you guys can enroll in multiple group classes or group lessons, based on what you're interested in. So, in this particular area right now, we're in getting started group classes, but all these specific boxes are actual specific lessons that you guys can sign up for that are going to happen weekly. So what you would do is you would take a look and see, what the frequency is. So some are going to be bi-weekly, some are going to be weekly. And if this time fits for you, you can enroll, and I would let you know exactly what time we would be meeting at. So you can let me know specifically if maybe that only works at a certain time, but it's preferred that you choose based on that range. This particular class is called the Busy Bees, so I kind of name them different things based on, maybe specifically what we're going to be also focusing on in the class. So for example, if you're a slow learner, you might want to sign up for this class, because then you can guarantee that, the material will be given to you at a slow pace, and you won't feel like you're being rushed. This particular group class would be for students that are 50 plus. This particular one would be for students that maybe want to focus on reading music. So if you're a student that feels like you really need work on that and you want to make sure that that's covered in your group lesson, this would be a great group class to sign up for. So as you can see, there's the specific teachers that are going to be teaching the classes. So to start, it's going to be between me and Katie. And then there has to be a certain amount of people that sign up before we actually start the class. So the thing is, Katie is going to probably start most of her classes at 5, but I'm actually going to start mine at 2 just to get things going. So if you actually sign up for one that's, in the 2 needed to launch, it would start pretty quickly, and it would be very targeted because it would be as close as you can get really to a private lesson, just having 2 people. So that's a really great thing to do is, pay attention to what students are enrolled in each class, and you can decide on which classes you want to sign up for, maybe by knowing a particular student in the class, or really liking the targeted topic, or maybe just it's the specific time that works for you that's important to you. So, but basically, you choose, and these classes would be held consistently, and it would be only a certain amount of students that would be in every class. So it'd be a great way to get to know others and just really progress in the violin at the most efficient pace. So okay, so now I'm going to actually bring you guys to my group lessons sign-up page, which I'll explain how I represented that. And that took me quite a while to kind of decide on how to do it all, because you have 2 different sides. You have obviously the side of you guys that we want to do really affordable classes, stuff that's definitely going to be less expensive than private lessons, and we don't want to turn you guys off, based on price. But at the same time, we want to offer, enough for teachers to come in and say, yeah, this is something that I want to do. And so, to start, we're kind of representing things based on different levels. So we got bronze level, silver, and gold, and different teachers are going to be signed up in each of those levels. So I'll show you that below, and that will kind of be where the different pricing is set up. So let me talk about these special features of the group lessons that I've actually decided to include. So one thing that's really neat, I think, is digital recital. So every month, if you're in a group lesson, you're going to be invited to a digital recital. So basically, that's a way for you to come in and learn, how others are doing, and listen to others play, and you can also perform yourself after you feel enough confidence. But I think that's a really important part of progressing on the violin, is having that ability to perform and play for others. So that's going to be something held every month. Also, an incentive program is something that I think is really a great way for students to feel like they're progressing. Basically, the teacher would provide points based on participation and meeting practice goals and just achieving certain things. So that would be a really great way for students to progress and earn prizes along the way. So we basically would be giving away free lessons and like strings and different things like that. So also a monthly assessment, and both of these, by the way, are included just in the gold plan. A monthly assessment is basically where I give you a really detailed analysis of how you're doing on the violin based on a bunch of different factors. So for example, if I've seen you play and I feel like you really need work on intonation, there's going to be a section on intonation, and it'll show maybe your grade from last month, and then this month maybe you've gone down to a B. So I would explain basically why. So I think you are doing really well, but could improve your finger angles. So you're going to get feedback based on every area. So next one would be like rhythm, and then articulation, dynamics, style, tempo, and then just overall ability. So I mean, basically the teacher would take at least a half hour to just really sit down and evaluate your progress. So that's something that we're including in the monthly assessment as a gold member. So I think that's a really effective way to kind of see your progress, specifically from what the teacher thinks and what the teacher's seen. So okay, and then the group lesson teachers, we have Katie, as I told you below. She's a bronze level teacher. My wife, Christy, she's going to be in both categories of bronze and silver. She specializes in teaching more kids and beginners. Then we have me. I specialize in teaching intermediates, fiddle players, and violists. And I also have Gregory Maytan, who's a master level violinist and a professor of violin at Grand Valley State. He's offering some of the more advanced courses as a gold teacher. So here's the prices. So we have different plans based on what you're interested in, and I wanted to include a little bit of everything. So I have the really affordable bronze plan, only $15 a month, which is really cheap. Basically, that would get you one weekly class with an instructor or two biweekly classes. But that's basically 4 hours of time with an instructor, where normally with a private lesson teacher, at the least they're going to be charging you $15, $20 for a half-hour lesson. But with this plan, you would basically get 4 hours of time, with a group lesson that's really targeted with students at your level. So I think that's a really good plan for those that are kind of wanting just an affordable rate. Katie's a really good teacher, and she's going to be offering classes, so that's a nice plan for that. If you're interested more in taking classes with me, I'm offering $35 a month, which includes the 4 hours of extra time with me, and there's a free trial here. Being that I'm offering quite a few classes, I figure that's a great way to kind of give you guys a taste of just all the different offerings and see if it's something that would fit for you. So also bonuses, notice that I'm offering the recital for all group lesson students. Also a video replay though is included with the silver plan. So what that means is that I would actually use a program that would record every single one of the group lessons that we do. So with the webinars, there's only auto recording just because that's what GoToWebinar allows, and there's no actual video recording that we can do. So I would actually have to use a separate program and pay a subscription fee for that. So that's included in the silver plan. Last, we have the gold plan, which I'll be offering classes in there. Gregory will be offering classes in there. And the biggest two things that make this more expensive is these two things that I mentioned above, the incentive program and the monthly assessment. So if you feel like those are really good things that are going to keep you accountable and keep you wanting to learn more, I highly recommend the gold plan, and you're definitely going to learn a lot about the violin and just have great ways to stay accountable and keep wanting to come back for more. So those are not included in the silver plan. So being that we're giving away actual prizes and things that are of value, that has to be more expensive. But certainly, if you guys just want to get started and get your feet wet, the silver plan I think is a really good option. It's a 30-day trial you can start off with, and that's going to give you that extra 4 hours of private lesson time. I even call it a private lesson because it's going to be so targeted, but it would be no more than 10 people. To start, it will probably be anywhere between 2 and 4 or 5 people, just to kind of get the ball rolling. But so far, like today, we did a class with 3 people, and it was just a great class. I mean, everybody was really motivated and excited, and I could tell they were all going to practice. But the difference was I was able to actually specifically talk to each of them and kind of get a feel for their goals and what they're looking to do and make sure they're on the right track. So there's no way I could have done that with a 100-person webinar. So, but yeah, I mean, the webinars are a great way to kind of see what level you're at, see, if you like my instruction, if you feel like I would be a good teacher and a good fit for you. And that goes for in the future, as you hopefully also see other teachers come on board with this platform. And, my vision is just to have this awesome platform for everybody that's interested in the violin and everybody that teaches the violin to come in and offer lessons at, these really affordable rates. I think for how much you normally pay in a private lesson, like for example, I charge easily, $55, $60 for an hour lesson. So I'm basically offering, my services for 4 hours more a month for $35, which is crazy cheap. The thing is, I'm really focusing on this. I used to have 80 students, and now I have only 5 students privately. I'm putting all my efforts into this. So I really hope that this is a model that fits your budget. If not, please give me feedback on that. But this is going to allow us to kind of progress forward and have me to continue to offer these really targeted classes that I think are going to be really effective for you guys. So great. And the very last thing I'll show you guys is just my calendar of how things look. So basically, I have all my classes over here on the left. Things start filling up as I start going down the the line here. But basically, I would be filling in, these times and days that, there aren't any classes going on, and, either during the daytime or in the afternoon or in the evening, I have all these times available, to fit you guys into, a specific, group lesson. And then you can actually plan on that group lesson every week. So this could be right in your calendar, and you can know exactly what time it's going to be meeting at, and all the people that you've gotten used to getting to know in the classes will be consistently there, hopefully the following week. And if you feel like you're not progressing enough, or if you feel like the classes are too difficult, you always have the chance and the opportunity to move into a different class. And basically, you're just always obligated to do the one weekly class, and from there you can change or move to anywhere else you want. So hope that makes sense. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to send me an email, michael@superiorviolins.com. And hopefully you guys will sign up, as I would love to start building these and build some great interaction with you guys and help you guys out to learn tons about the violin. Thank you so much for watching.